One may have heard of Pocahontas from the Disney movie Pocahontas, but not all that occurred in the movie occurred in real life. They also left much out. The real Pocahontas was born in 1596 in Werowocomoco. Pocahontas was the daughter of Chief Powhatan, the leader of a 30-tribe Indian confederacy in coastal Virginia in 1607, when the first English settlers landed there. She was named Amunut, though she also had a more private name of Matoaka. The name Pocahontas was her nickname, which meant playful one. Pocahontas was not the only daughter. She had many half-brothers and half-sisters. She lived with her mother when she was young, then moved back with her father to perform the duties of young Indian girls and women. Pocahontas started decorating her skin with tattoos. She would dress in a deerskin apron with a leather mantle in the winter, or a one-shouldered fringed deerskin dress. Pocahontas met John Smith in 1607 when she was about 11 years of age. John Smith, leader of the colonists, was captured by the Indians in December 1607 and saved from execution by Pocahontas, who threw her body across his. Pocahontas went to Jamestown many times to take food to the English as well as to persuade them to free Indian prisoners. In 1610, Pocahontas married an Indian named Kokum. However, Pocahontas was kidnapped in 1613 by Captain Samuel Argall and taken to Jamestown. She converted to Christianity and was baptized, taking the name Lady Rebecca. She learned English and learned how to act and dress like an English woman. When Powhatan heard of the kidnapping, it took 3 months for him to return 7 English prisoners and some guns. Eager for the return of his child and worn down by the violence and disease, the next year Powhatan accepted a treaty of peace. The peace was sealed by the marriage of Pocahontas to John Rolfe. It is thought that once Kokum heard of Pocahontas' kidnapping, he signed for a divorce. But this is not proven. In 1615, John Rolfe and Pocahontas had a son named Thomas. Then in 1616, the Rolfes and their young son, Thomas, traveled to England to help recruit new settlers for Virginia. Once there, she attended a mass where she met King James I, Queen Anne, and then later encountered John Smith again. In 1617, they were ready to head back to Virginia. But Pocahontas came down with smallpox and was taken ashore, and later died there at Gravesend, England. Her son Thomas was left in England with relatives, while Rolfe returned to England. A year later, Pocahontas' father died, and the peace began to fall apart. Pocahontas was seen as an Indian princess, since she acted as a peacemaker to help relations between the Powhatan Indians and the English. Because she was seen as a princess, she was a big part of movies, paintings, and even legends. Young Indian women learned from Pocahontas her ways of how they should handle the English who wanted to attack their people. Pocahontas came to symbolize for European Americans the innocence of the land, as well as the possibility of a union of white and Native American ideologies. Pocahontas' true story is a lot different than the movie, but that does not take away the huge impact she has had on the world.